Hi, my name is Ellyn Lobato, and 4 years ago I was in a motorcycle crash. I was commuting to work on Mopac. There was some traffic on the roads, like 50 miles an hour, when I was struck from behind. I was trying to make a lane change, signaled, checked my blind spot, and the car that was behind me chose to speed up and try to cut me off and ended up hitting me. He fled the scene, did not stop to render aid, but we did have somebody there who witnessed everything able to follow him. So authorities were notified and that part was taken care of. The crash itself left me with second-degree friction burns or road rash over majority of my body. It took the next 8 weeks or so to heal from that. I still have lots of scars residual, but that process of healing is considered burns. So going to a burn clinic, a wound care clinic, and having those all the different, there was like 40 or so different individual wounds had to be tended to daily. So it was, this long process of every day having to kind of reopen the wounds in order to get them to heal properly. There was, of course, substantial damage to the bike, but by the time I did heal, I found, I had some of the documentation, like police report and things like that, and all of those documents kind of put me at fault. So I'm looking at all of this and I'm saying to myself, what do I do next? This wasn't my fault, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to prove that to anybody. So I was referred to Lenore Shefman and Cyclistlaw Group by a mutual friend, and from day one of sitting with her, she was able to put me at ease. Not to say that this would be easy by any means, but she believed in my story and that, I was just going through a daily routine of writing, and it wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. So we then spent the next 3 years or so going through the process of settling ultimately. The driver had a colorful history, DWI, he was not a driver that, it was his fault, and everything that we uncovered fit that picture. But ultimately we did settle. I was able in that settlement to receive the money I needed for medical bills, for all the burn and wound care things. I was able to fix my bike and able to kind of close that chapter and move on with my life. I do still ride, and I am fortunate to be here still riding, but it's a passion. And while there are days that I feel nervous or, I've changed the way that I ride for sure. But at the end of the day, I'm happy to be here still doing that, and I wouldn't be able to do that if I hadn't had the experience of meeting Lenore and getting things taken care of. So that's my story. Thank you.